Garcia, and the Rangers strike first touchdown. Next possession, Rodrigo Martinez takes off with it. He'll bounce it to the outside, turns the corner, and Martinez is shoved into the end zone for the touchdown as Isleta answers right back. The score 7-7. Guys, this game was filled with scores, and I mean plenty. The Indians go on to win 61-50 and remain undefeated.
Boy, it's great, and hats off to Riverside. That's a great squad, man. They're tough, they're well coached. Carlos and those kids, man, they can really play, so hats off to them. But, this is a special group. We talked about it, it's a special group. Long time coming, 25 years since we won one of these. But, man, these kids are like good coaching staff, great kids, great administration. I mean, it's a whole package.
And an absolute shutout in the Lower Valley, and Isleta claiming that district title, and a huge congrats to head coach Joe Martinez and the Indians. And speaking of titles, the Las Cruces Bulldogs have their eyes on a state title. The Bulldogs currently sit at 9-0 and are ranked #1 in the state of New Mexico. Tonight, they wrapped up their regular season with a tough home test. Out to the Field of Dreams, where the Cruces Bulldogs take on the Centennial Hawks. Starting off, the Hawks quarterback, Ruiz Labor, with an easy toss to the uncovered running back, Axel Alalpe, for the first score of the game. Now, Cruces strikes right back down the middle with the give to number 22, Daniel Amarjo. Defense from Cruces is coming up big. Take a look at this play. Again, number 22, Daniel Amarjo, to score for the Bulldogs. Now, defense huge in this game. Cruces coming up for the huge hit for Centennial. As we get that play up next, take a look at this. Huge hit for Centennial. Take a look. Fumble out and recovering for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will capitalize on this hugely with a deep pass from Gunnar Guardiola to number 2, Francisco Winikoff, for the score, and the Hawks down by the game. Again, #1 in the state of New Mexico, the Bulldogs taking on the Centennial Hawks. Student cheering right now, and take a look at this. The Hawks, again, defense huge, intercepted by Cruces' very own Hawk, number 3, Mateo Montoya, who gets a huge turnover with the interception and tries to run it back, but does get tackled with that. And then lastly, passing score, again, quarterback coming up huge, Gunnar Guardiola to Jacob Misquez for the score. Very close one, 31-21 Bulldogs.
Man, it feels great. It feels great. It feels great to bring back the city championship and the district championship to Las Cruces High School. I know it's a big goal for our guys, and to accomplish that tonight against a really good team feels really good. Hopefully, God willing, we'll get a first round bye here next week, and then we'll get ready for the quarterfinals after the seeding comes out. And you got hopefully 3 games left. If you win 3 games in a row, then you get your ultimate goal.
Well, still ahead, next, Chaz Mesman joins us on the spooky Halloween night to break down some of the biggest games from last night. When we also have more of tonight's action, get that Halloween candy because ARC Red Zone continues after the break.
Welcome back to ARC Red Zone and happy Halloween, everyone. It's a three-way race atop the 5A Division II district title between the reigning champions Del Valle, Andrus, and Chapin. A loss would end any dreams of a title for any of those squads, but first needing a win were the Del Valle Conquistadors. So to Conquest Stadium we go, where it was senior night for the 8-1 Conquistadors, who would host the 4-4 Burgess Mustangs last night. The Conquistadors would march right down the field on their opening drive, and Dante Etchison would punch it in from a couple of yards out to give Del Valle the early lead. Later in the first, the Mustangs handed it to Nezahul Cisneros, who bursts right through the hole and right down Main Street through the defense. Nobody's going to catch the senior. Cisneros all the way to the house for the Burgess touchdown and ties us up at 7. Following drive for Del Valle, the handoff to Etchison once again. He makes a man miss and cuts it back towards the far side of the field. Dante Etchison puts Del Valle back on top, 14-7 Conquistadors. Next possession, Jake Fetty. Quick pass out to Josiah Nunez, who breaks a tackle. Nunez down the sideline and leaping into the end zone for the touchdown, his 8th of the season. To the second quarter now, Fetty back to pass. He dumps it down to Etchison, who makes the one-handed snag. Dante Etchison weaving his way through the defense, makes a great move. Etchison lowering his shoulder into the end zone for the touchdown, his 3rd of the first half. How about that from the senior on senior night as Del Valle cruises to a 65-19 victory. To the SAC now, where the 7-1 El Dorado Aztecs took on the 5-3 America's Trailblazers. Second quarter, Bryson Booth tosses it to Ryan Estrada. Estrada turns the corner and waltzes right into the end zone for the Aztec touchdown, and El Dorado leads 27-13. Cheerleaders loving that one. Next possession, it'd be America's handing it to Maurice Smith, who makes a great move right there. Smith somehow still on his feet, and he'll take that one in for the America's touchdown and cuts it back to a one-possession ball game. Later in the quarter, Bryson Booth delivers a strike right up the seam to Adrian Olivas, who is dropped inside the 25, and that would set up another toss to Ryan Estrada. The Minnesota commit finds the hole, breaks a couple more tackles on his way for another vintage Ray touchdown as the Aztecs light up the scoreboard once again, and they take it 68-47 and wrap up the District 1 5A Division I crown. Up to Trooper Stadium now, where the freshly crowned District 1 6A champion Eastwood Troopers would host the Montwood Rams. First quarter, Eastwood with it. Kingston Jeffries slings it out to Jordan Nava, who breaks a tackle, make that 2, and he is in for the Trooper score. The dangerous Montwood offense now looking to respond. Damian Briano back to pass, looking deep. He'll take a downfield shot and drop it right in the bucket for Adrian Cortinas, and that's a Ram touchdown. After a turnover on downs, the Rams right back with it. Briano finds a wide open Miguel Escada for the score, and Montwood takes the lead. Next possession for Eastwood. Jeffries zips it over the middle to Jude Walker, who breaks a tackle, makes another defender go on ice skates. Walker pushing his way forward into Ram territory. Later in the drive, Jeffries lofting it to the end zone, and it's caught by Aiden Manhart. That puts Eastwood back on top, and the Troopers would never look back. They go on to take this one 54-27 for their 9th straight victory. And coming up, we're going to toss things back to Hannah for a 6A clash with playoff implications. In the meantime, go eat some more candy corn, go eat some more M&Ms, because ARC Red Zone will be right back.
Welcome back to ARC Red Zone. We continue our high school football action. The Andres Golden Eagles suffered a heartbreaking loss last week to Del Valle, but their hopes of claiming a share of the district title are still very much alive, and they need to take care of business in the final week, starting with tonight's showdown with El Paso. Let's go ahead and break it down. The 6-2 Andres Eagles visiting the 3-5 El Paso High School Tigers, ready to go. Both teams are running on the field, ready to get this game started. Off the top, Andres on a 4th down, going for it as QB number 5, Jamari Milton, steps back and looks into the middle of the field to a wide open number 18, Jordan Owens, who does the rest and runs it into the corner for the touchdown. Next possession for Andres, a quick screen pass to wide receiver number 18, Jordan Owens, and this time shows some of his moves to avoid the defenders and takes it into the red zone. Now, a few plays later, inside the goal line, running back number 6, Adrian Doobie bulldozes his way inside and reaches for the end zone and a touchdown. Hey, but the Tigers won't go quiet, and it was up to running back number 16, Ledger Merritt, fooling the defense and even our photographer as he shows his speed and outruns everyone on the field to score the long touchdown. Andres would come out on top of this game, 42, El Paso 14.
They'll say real loud so they can hear you. What do you want?
Out to the sack now we go, where the Pebble Hill Spartans take on the Eastlake Falcons. Eastlake was ready to rumble with the first quarterback keeper by QB number 3, Julian Williams. Once again, Eastlake was all over the place. Number 15, Ethan Rivera, long run for a touchdown. Pebble Hills was running the ball good, but fumbled the ball, and it's recovered by the Falcons. Finally, Pebble Hills answers back with a connecting pair. There we go. There's the fumble right there. We're getting ahead of ourselves. But that was the fumble that we're talking about. Now we're back on track. Pebble Hills answers back with a connecting pair. Number 1 quarterback Joe Fernandez to number 2 Nora Tarrant for the touchdown. Completely wide open. He can't even believe it himself. Little celebration. Oh, look at that. Maybe a little Dougie hit. Score continues to go on. Eastlake would take the game back with seconds left on the clock to score with a hard run by number 5 Nick Pena. Guys, this was a close one. Pebble Hills 19, Eastlake 14. And now we reveal our play of the week. It's a night filled with frights and highlights, but there's only one that sent chills through the stadium. This is your Halloween play of the week. Alrighty, this play of the week comes to us from Del Valle. Jake Fetty throws a screen pass to Dante Etchison, who snatches it with one hand, shows off his moves, and takes it all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Let's get a replay of that again. Jake throws it, one-handed grab. Take a look at that. Almost looking like Odell Beckham, and takes it for the touchdown. Again, this is our play of the week. This is coming from Del Valle. Jake Fetty throwing that screen pass to Dante Etchison for the touchdown. Just one more time, guys. It is so good. One-handed grab and into the end zone. This is for Del Valle. Great play of the week. Well, that ends our time here in ARC El Paso. Thank you for welcoming into your homes on this spooky Halloween. You can join all the action back here tomorrow on CBS. And of course, hey, Game 7 tomorrow. Go Jays.